incredible city that it is. And of course, this city is incredible because of our awesome arts and culture. And this week coming up is the Ottawa International Film Festival. So we're very excited to have Nina Baines. And before we talk to Nina, why don't we check this out? Thank you so much, Old Stereo. So that song was Angel from the album What It's All About. And you'll find out what it's all about this weekend.
Excellent.
On Saturday. They're playing at Zaphod's with Cheek Gamin, who have won some Juno Awards. So that's going to be a fun night out. And then
Absolutely.
And then stay out at Zaphod's on at 11 p.m. because then they have some good music there. Wide range. I always.
The day was like most of the others. A day I wouldn't remember. It started off like that anyway. Could this be happening to me? I need to know for sure. Is this real or in a dream? The timing is perfect as can be. Why are you here to see me? You must be an angel. Are you here to see me? You must be an angel.
Zaphod's on at 11 p.m. because then they have some good music there. Wide range. I always like it.
Always a fun place to go to.
It is.
Remember getting there, but leaving's always another story.
It's a good mix. Good
Absolutely.
Mix. Courts are still there too. All right, so we're here with Nina. I know I've wanted to have her on the show for a very long time because I go every single year to the Ottawa International Film Festival. Several of the openings, as well as participated in the 72-hour film challenges every single year as well. So that's a lot of fun. So thank you for having us here.
Thank you for taking the time to come down to our new office at Lansdowne.
I know. So right now we're doing the interview on the second floor of the horticulture building. So
Most expensive building in Ottawa, I believe.
it is one of the most, with $5 million to move it. But I didn't even know there was office buildings here. So that's a great mix. You have a great view.
We have a great view. We share an office with the Tulip Festival, which is nice because we're able to sort of share resources and make things happen. Plus, it's a very invigorating and exciting place to be. There are different events happening downstairs almost every day. And when the concert prep is happening outside, we get to witness it. So, when AC/DC pulled up with all their buses, we were like, hey.
Oh, you got to watch. How many buses did they show?
I only saw 6, and then I got bored and left.
Yeah, and of course, Petra Kucha is here tomorrow night, so I'll be there tonight, sorry. This goes on Thursday, so that's excellent. So Nina, like we get to know with all of our guests, we'd like to know some of your favorite restaurants and maybe some events that not as many people know about that should know about it.
So some of my favorite places to eat in Ottawa are the Royal Treasure on Somerset. It's an amazing, dirty Chinese place. It's deliciously uncomfortable. There's an amazing lady that runs that joint, and she yells at everybody in the back. And the food is delicious, and the portions are great. And, of course, Shawarma Palace is another favorite place of ours.
Which location?
Oh,
because that's the age-old debate.
I kind of like the club feel they've got going on at the Hunt Club location. It's a little bigger, more jet set, so I feel like I'm having like a refined dinner experience.
Yes, nothing like techno and shawarmas.
I know, it's amazing. So those are probably the places that we hit up the most.
Great. And maybe an event or somewhere in Ottawa that you can't believe that people don't go to, or there's not enough people that they should experience it.
The Ottawa International Film Festival.
There we go. And I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
And we're going to hear all about it today.
Great.
So it was founded in 2009.
Yes.
And what was the first one like? Do you know? And how has it kind of evolved until to today?
I founded the Ottawa International Film Festival in 2009, officially registered it as a corporation in 2010, and our first festival happened at the Jack Purcell Community Centre in a community room. Some of our friends that we know are there. They experienced the initial beginnings with plastic chairs and rented film projector screen. We had a little bingo game, and we had a hobo band perform that was rolling through town. It was a very interesting beginning and very humble as well. And so every year we've just built on that and gotten bigger and bigger. And now here we are at Lansdowne, and featuring our films at Cineplex next door.
Wow, and you must have, because the Toronto International Film Festival is very world renowned, you must have come up with a lot of. I know, I found in this city there, as in anything where you start something like this where they know that there are the options of Toronto. I haven't even ever made it to the Toronto International Film Festival. I'd love to. I always try to. It's always around my birthday. But there'd be a lot of people that go, why would you even consider starting this when you have the Toronto International Film Festival? So that's great. So
the Toronto International Film Festival attracted 500,000 people this year. Visitors and people attending the festival. That's half of our Ottawa population. So it's a very different vibe. It's a very different feel. I'm from Toronto.
Okay.
And I've been living in Ottawa, and I wanted to create something exciting for myself to be involved in.
Amazing.
So I said, well, why not start a film festival since one doesn't exist? And with the burgeoning film industry here that's been around for decades, the commercial film industry, I would say, has really just taken off in the last 9 to 10 years, really. So a festival like this is needed to support something like that. We have an industry here. We should have something not just for the international filmmakers, which we do invite every year, but really to allow our local filmmakers to become seasoned artists.
Yes.
So bringing, not everybody can afford to go to Toronto. Not everybody can afford to participate in those panels and conferences. So let's bring that here, create a niche for ourselves, educate ourselves and our filmmakers, and then measure ourselves against the international counterparts that we invite every year to participate.
And this way you get to really showcase Ottawa film.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we
that's
have
great.
a film office here, we have a film industry here, and a festival, I feel, fits into that. It really will help to build up the economic capacity of the industry.
And you don't just do this film festival this weekend. You do other events throughout the year. What are some of the other events throughout the year before we talk about this one this weekend?
So we try to hold fun fundraisers, but our biggest event and our most popular, and I feel our most successful event, is our 72-hour film challenge. And that was started off as a pilot to see if a festival could develop from that. Was there an interest? First of all, was there an industry here on the non-commercial side?
Right.
Were there independent filmmakers with making low to no budget films? And would it be something that people would get involved in? So last year alone, we had 35 teams register. It happens every year. We are moving it from February, moving it to October. So that's part of our bigger festival season.
And we can be outside a little longer. Because those shoots at -40 last year was -40. Those are some cold afternoons, let's just say.
Oh, I'm sure.
The hot chocolate was flowing because half our film was outside.
A hot chocolate, but Bridgehead is always a big sponsor of ours, so they give out free coffee, which is really nice. That's a really popular event. We've had novice filmmakers, we've had people that just have a general interest in filmmaking, and then we have seasoned individuals that participate every year. And what's great about that event is that it's very local based. Local musicians provide the soundtracks, local filmmakers are making the movie, and then CBC Ottawa hand picks the ones that it likes to send off to its short film face-off, which is a nationally broadcast program.
Oh, so it was nationally broadcast? So they showed all the short films from Ottawa?
They hand-picked the films that they'd like that sort of fit their mandate of family-friendly content and generally the theme that they're going for. And there's a TV show called CBC National Short Film Face-Off. So it's films from each province. They fly them out to Halifax for a weekend.
Oh, wonderful!
And it's a short film face-off.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, a lot of our filmmakers have had received licensing agreements from the 72-Hour Film Challenge.
Wow!
So it pays back.
Oh, congrats! And can you tell us a little bit what is the 72-Hour Film Festival? So some people listening.
72-Hour Film Challenge is very exciting. We pick a theme, some dialogue, props, locations, generally just a selection of wild cards.
Okay.
And it's a 72-hour race. You open up your envelopes, you look at what you've got, and you've got 72 hours to write, shoot, edit, and submit a film.
So it's typically it's almost like an improv for filmmakers.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's really neat.
Yeah, it starts on the Thursday, so you go to a location, and then you find out the list of what songs are available, what props you can use. You have to use, and what the theme is. So you can't prepare your film. You might be able to prepare a general idea and
Right.
tweak it, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun to just go blankly and hear something
Absolutely.
and see
Absolutely.
what your mind can go.
See what comes up.
So I highly recommend that anyone listen and take part in this and just try. Get your friends together. It's hey, get outside, play, and see what you can do, right?
You win prizes and you meet other people. I mean, how many filmmakers have you met, let's say, from all the challenges that you've participated in? Or your network's probably just
So many,
increased. Exactly. And so these guys are now teaming up. You meet at the challenge, you team up, and you create new content together. And that's really just helping it's like a snowball effect. We're just helping everything grow and ourselves grow at the same time.
That's awesome to hear. I love it. So let's move on to talk about this weekend. www.oiff.ca is the website, and I guess let's start with what would they get for the full VIP pass? And
So the full VIP pass includes our opening night gala. We're opening off our festival with Maestro Fresh West, who's a Canadian artist / filmmaker.
Legend.
yeah,
The grand master of hip hop in Canada.
Yeah.
He will be attending our festival on Friday night to do a little sort of OIF private mini concert at the Bourbon Room.
At the Bourbon Room, okay.
At the
Okay.
Bourbon Room on Friday night. And then on Saturday and Sunday, we have conferences and films all day between the hours of 11 and 6. So we've got that going on.
Excellent.
and we'll talk a little bit about them in a bit. And any celebrities that have taken part, or some noteworthy films or directors coming into Ottawa this weekend.
There's a lot of, I would say there's a lot of celebrities in terms of Canadian content at our festival this year, and a lot of people traveling in from actually other parts of the world, which is very
Amazing.
exciting. So we've got, 6 or 8 filmmakers that are traveling in from different parts of the world to see their films, like from Ethiopia, from Europe, from wherever. Celebrities this year, so we have Maestro attending, Melinda Shankar from Degrassi Junior High.
She is originally from Ottawa, right?
Yeah, she is from
Yes.
Ottawa, exactly. 2 entertainment lawyers and 4 very notable producers from Toronto are flying in to talk about the business of filmmaking, like for the Ottawa market. We're a city that has a market of producing films, roughly around the $1 million mark. But let's face it, our independent filmmakers are making stuff that's like $10,000 if you put a value to the film,
Right.
$10,000 and up. So this is a great place for people to learn about what's involved, how to get financing, get some budget and a crew under your belt, and figure out a little bit more about distribution. So we've got that, and then on Saturday night, the Red Blacks are having a CFL party at the OIF venue to support us and support
Oh, great.
themselves.
Yeah.
So anybody who has a festival pass can definitely get access to that event as well.
And where is that event?
Back at the Bourbon Room.
Back at the Bourbon Room, you'll see all the Red Blacks. Who are they playing that night that day?
They're playing on Friday night, but I don't know against who.
And of course, the underline, if you have the all access pass or you buy there's a film only pass, there are 50 films and short films combined, right?
Mm-hmm.
50 films and short films from from countries all around the world.
Incredible. That's a lot.
That is a lot. How many did you have at the first one, roughly?
We had 5.
5. Okay.
Wow.
So 10 times in that short of a time. Holy, watch out, Toronto. We're going to be taking you on in a couple of years. Any kind of films or short films that we should be looking out for that have gained notoriety around the world that we should feel privileged to have shown here?
Well, we have a film coming in from Ethiopia called Omo Child, The River in the Bush, and it's about a really poignant story about an African tribe and this one man's journey through that. So that was really recognized at a lot of festivals around the world. Another film timely for horror season, Observance, comes to us from Australia. We discovered it at the Fantasia Film Festival in Montreal, and we were able to invite them over.
Okay.
So they're coming in. A new category that we've included this year in terms of submissions is web series, since everything's moving to our online platform.
Yeah, it's one of the number one things I heard that high school students want to be now.
That's
when
right.
When they grow up,
That's
they want to
right.
become a YouTube star.
Well, with 4K iPhone cameras, you can pretty much do anything now.
Yeah, become your own.
Yeah.
So you're seeing a lot of miniseries are coming in.
So we have miniseries, and Rain Dance Canada, which is a film festival, but also a film school that operates all around the world, is actually coming to Ottawa for the very first time to our festival to do a 3-hour workshop on social media and crowdfunding for web series and things like that. As are one half of the Epic Mealtime Brothers, Darren
That's right.
Bernstein. So